Hi everyone, my name is Gabriel. I'm a professor in the Department of Chemical and Biological Engineering here at UBC, and today I will be answering questions that were sent by some of my students as well as came out from the depths of the internet. The first question here, what is engineering the study of, and what do all different engineering disciplines have in common? Engineers take scientific principles and we apply them for the development of new applications and new devices in a creative way. And we do this to solve problems. So what we really do is we spend a lot of time while we study learning the rules of the universe. The universe around us is made out of matter and energy, and once we understand the rules that govern matter and energy, we can bend the universe to our will to make it do things that it doesn't want to do naturally.
That is destiny fulfilled.
Okay, next question. What are some common misconceptions about engineering as a field in general? All right, so engineers, believe it or not, we don't all like math. People think of engineers that we spend our time in textbooks and all we do is solve equations, and there is some of that, but engineering is much broader than that, right? We work with people, we work with design, we have to be creative. So there's a human aspect to it. There's even maybe an artistic aspect to it, but engineers do a lot more than just solve equations.
Oh yeah, just like a real hand.
This is a good one. I want to be an engineer, but I don't like math. What should I do? Math is the language of the universe. We use math to describe how the world around us works. It is such an incredibly powerful tool. And yeah, sometimes it's complicated. Yes, sometimes it's abstract, but the things that we can do with it are amazing. Why don't we have flying cars yet? I'm also disappointed. I've been promised flying cars since I was a kid. For a flying car to work, we would need something like vertical takeoff and landing. We have to supply enough energy to lift that car, lift that huge piece of equipment off the ground and then to propel it without damaging the driveway and kind of everything around it. So because we don't quite have the technology to do that while protecting the world around us, we sadly don't have any flying cars yet. But you've seen people drive. Do you really want people kind of flying around? Next question, what is CRISPR-Cas9 and can I use it to turn myself into a superhuman? That's the dream, isn't it? So CRISPR-Cas9 is actually super exciting. So DNA are the instructions for cells to do what cells are supposed to do. So there's all sorts of ways that we can go in and insert new instructions, but what CRISPR-Cas9 allows us to do is to really target exactly where you're going to put them in. Right now, the main application for this is to treat genetic diseases. Ethics aside, and ethics is a big part of being an engineer, it's probably feasible that one day we'll be able to make us into kind of superhuman. But we're not quite there yet. Why do I have to take chemistry if I want to be an engineer? Chemistry is an application of the laws of physics. And by understanding chemistry, we understand the world around us in much more tangible ways, right? We can talk about atoms and protons and electrons.
I'm the atom, the basic building block of all matter. I'm in everything from bicycles to ladders, to cars to chairs, to a puppy dog's fur, to the boots of a cowboy. Wow!
We can talk about things like thermodynamics and conservation of energy and entropy, and this is all chemistry. I promise you, if you study this, it will give you powerful tools to become good engineers. And if nothing else, there will be explosions at some point during your chemistry classes, which is always a lot of fun. What kind of person would enjoy engineering? Everyone should enjoy engineering. We've all encountered some problems in everyday life, and I'm sure that everyone watching this video right now, you've come up with creative solutions to that problem. If you've done that before, you can be an engineer. What is the best engineering discipline and why is it chemical engineering? As a chemical engineer, I work on the design of processes, right? Whether chemical processes or biological processes, but a civil engineer is going to work on infrastructure, a mechanical engineer is going to work on mechanisms and machine and then construction of devices like this. An electrical or computer engineer will work on the development of electronics and computer systems. Which one's the best discipline? There's no best discipline. We just specialize in different areas to make the world around us a better place. All right, so I ran out of questions here, but if you enjoyed these questions, please join us for the second part of this video where I'm going to answer even more of them and we can keep talking about engineering as long as you like.